The conversion of St. Paul the Apostle, 36, Damascus. The lesson is taken from the Acts of the Apostles. Saul, yet breathing out threatenings and slaughter against the disciples of the Lord, went unto the high priest, and desired of them letters to Damascus to the synagogues, that, if he found any of this way, whether they were men or women, he might bring them bound unto Jerusalem. And as he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly there shined round about him a light from heaven. And he fell to the earth, and heard a voice saying unto him, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? And he said, Who art thou, Lord? And the Lord said, I am Jesus, whom thou persecutest. It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. And he, trembling and astonished, said, Lord, what wilt thou have me to do? And the Lord said unto him, Arise, and go into the city, and it shall there be told thee what thou must do. And the men which journeyed with him stood speechless, hearing a voice but seeing no man. And Saul arose from the earth, and when his eyes were opened, he saw nothing. But they led him by the hand, and brought him into Damascus. And he was there 3 days without sight, and neither did eat nor drink. And there was a certain disciple of Damascus, named Ananias. And to him said the Lord in a vision, Ananias. And he said, Behold, I am here, Lord. And the Lord said unto him, Arise, and go into the street which is called Straight, and inquire in the house of Judas for one called Saul, of Tarsus. For, behold, he prayeth, and hath seen a man named Ananias coming in, and putting his hand on him, that he might receive his sight. Then Ananias answered, Lord, I have heard by many of this man, how much evil he hath done to thy saints at Jerusalem, and here he hath authority from the chief priests to bind all that call on thy name. But the Lord said unto him, Go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me, to bear my name before the Gentiles, and kings, and the children of Israel. For I will show him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake. Amen. The lesson is taken from the sermons of St. Austin, Bishop of Hippo. We have this day heard read out of the Acts of the Apostles how that the Apostle Paul, from being a persecutor of the Christians, was changed into a preacher of Christ. Christ laid low the persecutor, that he might raise him up a teacher of his church. He smote and healed him, slew him and made him alive again. For the Lord Christ is that Lamb that was himself slain by the wolves, and that now turneth the wolves into lambs. Now was fulfilled in Paul that which was clearly spoken in prophecy by the patriarch Jacob, when he blessed his children, laying hands indeed on them which then were, but looking forward to the things which were yet for to come. Paul beareth witness of himself that he was of the tribe of Benjamin, and when Jacob blessed his sons, and came to bless Benjamin, he said, Benjamin shall ravenous a wolf. What then? Is Benjamin a wolf that shall raven forever? God forbid. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil. This is exactly what was fulfilled in the Apostle Paul. If it please you, we will now consider how in the morning he devoured the prey, and at night divided the spoil. Here morning and evening are put for the beginning and the end. So we may read, In the beginning he shall devour the prey, and at the end he shall divide the spoil. First, then, in the beginning, he devoured the prey. So it is written that he received letters from the chief priests and went forth, that wheresoever he should find any Christians, he might bring them bound unto the priests, that they might be punished. He went breathing out threatenings and slaughter, yea, truly, devouring the prey. When also they stoned Stephen, the first martyr that laid down his life for Christ's name's sake, Saul was consenting unto his death, and, as though it contented him not to stone him, he kept the clothes of all them that did it, urging them on more than if he had joined them. So in the morning he devoured the prey. How in the evening did he divide the spoil? Struck down by the voice of Christ from heaven, reviling no more, he falleth upon his face, cast down to be raised up, smitten to be healed. Amen. Benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater, et Filius, et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen.